Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, as I do in this House, I rise as a proud member of Redlands and a community I'm honoured to represent and call home. In the Redlands, our community knows we are only stronger if we work together to tackle challenges and build opportunities for a safe and bright future. It is through this commitment to the Redlands that I speak strongly in support of the Youth Justice Monitoring Devices Amendment Bill 2025. It is not just about keeping our community safe and stopping our local residents and businesses becoming victims of crime. It is also the safety of our local police who put their lives on the lines every day to keep us safe. Just last month, I met Brittany Faulkner, Redlands' newest police recruit. Brittany grew up in the Redlands and is now proudly serving that very community she calls home. It is a powerful reminder of the strong and local spirit that keeps our region safe, and our government should commit to keeping her and her colleagues safe. In the Redlands, we face challenges similar to other communities across Queensland, challenges that require thoughtful solutions. That's why this bill matters. It proposes extending the trial period for electronic monitoring devices for youth offenders by an extra 12 months until April 30, 2026. In simple terms, this extension gives us the time we need to fully understand how these devices work in reducing repeat offences and allowing youth offenders to safely return to the community. It's about ensuring we gather enough solid, long-term evidence to see whether this approach will help guide young people back onto the right path while keeping everybody safe. Let's look back on how this trial began in 2021. The trial was set up under the previous Labor government for a 2-year period, but in the first year, only 5 young offenders were placed under the electronic monitoring. This does not give comprehensive data on the outcomes of the trial. With only 3 cases in Townsville and 1 each in Brisbane's North and Logan, we have no idea the impact this trial would have on any other areas, including my own electorate, Redlands. With so few participants, critics quite rightly point out the inability to draw any meaningful outcomes of the effectiveness of electronic monitoring. These concerns are not unfounded. In fact, back in March 2021, during a committee hearing, the member for Glasshouse warned that with so few young people being monitored, the data would be too limited to prove if the approach was truly working. Despite these warnings, the trial moved forward, and following a review, no confirmation could be given that the devices were making a real difference in reducing offending behaviour. Fast forward to 2023, and rather than address the trial's failings, the previous Labor government simply extended the trial for another 2 years with only minor piecemeal changes. Yet over that extended period, only 36 electronic monitoring conditions were issued for 30 distinct young offenders. This outcome told a clear story. The approach was not delivering the results needed. In an even clearer suggestion, on the 9th of February 24, former Police Commissioner Katarina Carroll herself publicly urged the former government to re-evaluate the use of these devices. She stressed that while electronic monitoring might offer continuous oversight compared to occasional manual checks, the overall trial data was not strong enough. Even when further amendments were made in August 2024 to expand the trial and tweak parameters, the clock was ticking, with the sunset clause set to expire in April 25. There simply was not enough time to properly evaluate these new measures. In my electorate of Redlands, our community values practical solutions and real results. That's why extending the trial is not just a technical fix, it's a real opportunity to gather comprehensive data and learn how to better support our young people. In Redlands, we've seen firsthand how important early intervention is. Our local schools, community groups, and family support services are deeply invested in making sure our young people have the chance to get back on track. Under the current rules, for a youth offender to be granted bail with an electronic monitoring condition, they must be at least 15 years old and be charged with a serious offence. There are also criteria related to past convictions or recent changes, and importantly, the young person must agree to wear the monitoring device. These conditions are designed not to punish, but rather offer a structured way for these young offenders to re-engage into society. In Redlands, we're a community where spirit runs deep. We understand supervision can be paired with genuine support to help our youth succeed in life. This extension isn't just about obtaining accurate data, it's about easing the pressure on our local police. Our officers in Redlands are hardworking and often go above and beyond to keep the community safe. By extending the trial, we reduce the need for constant manual bail checks, allowing our police to focus on proactive community policing and urgent crime prevention. Beyond the immediate impact on policing, the extra time provided by this amendment allows us to conduct a proper, thorough evaluation of the electronic monitoring scheme. Electronic monitoring is only one part of our government's plan to reduce youth offenders and support rehabilitation. We have backed it up with a comprehensive support system, the Making Queensland Safer plan, which has allocated $485 million to early intervention, crime prevention and rehabilitation programs. Mr. Speaker, the Crucifoli government's commitment is clear. We are determined to restore safety in our communities, reduce the number of victims of crime and give our young people every opportunity to build a better future.
Mr. Acting